Jason Lee was just funny. Like, what was this? Charlamagne reacted to Dame Dash calling out Netflix podcasters. Academics reacted. What?
Outside the street, people do listen.
What you have a Charlamagne? Filed, you weren't like, that's not a bad thing.
No, but that's why I'm asking you for educational purposes because
Well, you
I
could
did
have
see.
educated him. You just did.
But I think you did in a way, like you said, you outside the street. People do listen
But you have a Charlamagne.
to us in a different way.
Right, but a Charlamagne and them that's saying it's a bad thing makes it still.
Do you think Charlamagne hates you?
I think he's paid to do what he has to, what he's told to do. Like, because you got to think about it. Charlamagne allegedly has rapes and all type of shit on his jacket.
Whoa.
No, now you look, does he not? But he still, no one canceled him for that shit. Who is he to speak? He has so many vices and.
Now, yo, this the first I'm hearing about Charlamagne having such egregious charges. Hey, yo, if Charlamagne do got some shit like that, I wouldn't be surprised. The way he be, the shit that nigga say on that show, and the way that nigga be acting. Bro, y'all remember when that sick ass motherfucker smelled Mariah Carey's seat? Dude, do y'all niggas remember when Mariah Carey got the fuck up and Charlamagne went to sniff her seat? If this motherfucker do got SA charges, who the fuck is surprised? That shit's on brand. He's that kind of nigga. Bro, it should be fucking notices when niggas like Charlamagne move into your neighborhood. Like, okay, you may not have committed the crime, but it's people like you around. We gotta know. Bro, it's Charlamagne. This nigga's odd as fuck.
That people just don't, I just don't understand. So my point is, if someone was on the radio saying this every day at 9 o'clock that he should be able to talk because he's been accused of rape, then he probably wouldn't be able to work. So with them knowing that exposure, why would they still put him there? He has a lot of exposure.
All right, I didn't think this was going
So
that
to me,
way.
I just think he's paid to do what he said. I just think he's paid to do what he's told.
Okay.
He's a mouthpiece for them. Pause. Black
Pause.
Effect, let's do business, allegedly, is partner.
How you gonna go on an interview with a homosexual and be on there hollering about Paul?
Is with iHeart, right? So all that's happening is they're getting them these people these ads, but who's getting all the data? iHeart. Who's his partner?
Y'all think Jason Lee was getting offended when Dame Dash was pausing? What's this?
Filed. You
Dame
want like
Dash rants about Cameron having cheap veneers and says he doesn't respect him as a.
not a bad thing.
What's this? I seen this.
By the way, what the fuck is that? What's that right there? It's bothering me.
What, the eggplant?
But yeah, why?
Oh, we give that to people whose dicks leak on the internet.
Hold on, what? I know audio. Hold on.
Because I don't think they like the way I was talking to him. By the way, what the fuck is that? What's that right there? It's bothering me.
What, the eggplant?
But yeah, why?
Oh, we give that to people whose dicks leak on the internet. But
Why the fuck would you have that? Why the fuck would you have an award for when a nigga Johnson gets leaked on Twitter? Hold on, what kind of niggas is y'all inviting on this show? And why the fuck can you say that shit with a straight face? Why is that casual? Nigga, that's not water cooler conversation. Nigga, what?
that's,
Pause for
you're-
the whole show.
You're not getting one of those.
No, we don't even want. I'm like, what the fuck is that
Well, I
right
mean,
there?
this-
Why am I even seeing that in my peripheral?
But
What's
I know
going
you're-
on right-
I know you're-
That's an AO, by the way.
That
Definitely
Pause.
Ayo.
But just
But-
okay for vegans, they can just say it's just our
Come on, bro.
appreciation
That's
for
crazy.
vegetables.
You crazy.
Hey, the reason why I hate that.
Did this nigga just call heterosexuals vegans? Hey, I'm the biggest vegan out this bitch. I'm a vegan. This nigga just said heterosexuals vegans.
But
Okay, for vegans, they can just say it's just our
come on, bro.
appreciation
That's
for
crazy.
vegetables.
You crazy. Go ahead, go
Okay,
ahead.
wait. The reason why I hate that
But at
strategy.
least you know what? At least you're not. You know, to me, you're Charlamagne, right? And you're.
So am I gonna get attacked now?
Meaning you admit who you are, but he doesn't. So this is how Charlemagne should do it.
I'm gay. Charlemagne is not gay.
He's
you know
definitely
that.
gay.
He's
you
not
know,
gay.
You know he's
By
gay.
the way, that
allegedly,
wait,
you know he's
that
gay.
interview
You got
did?
gaydar. You're never gonna tell me. You know. Wait, hold on. You're gay, right?
Yes,
If you
today
ever
I am.
if you ever kissed at a man and
Yeah.
said he had a fatty, pause,
Yeah.
and
Pause,
he comes back,
pause.
would you think he was gay?
If a man,
Be real.
Wait, damn. If a man,
Now,
first
if you
of all,
kissed at me and I came back, pause.
if I
Pause.
kissed a man,
What the fuck
was
is
If
he
you
on
kissed
about?
at my fatty,
Was he-
pause. As a matter of fact,
What?
I seen, look,
That nigga said, bro, what the fuck is he talking about? What?
in fact, I came and I came back, pause.
if I kissed a man, was
If
he,
you kissed at my fatty,
Was he-
pause. As a matter of fact, I came.
For that scenario to work, you'd have to, one, have a fatty, pause, and two, you would have to imagine the homosexual making advances at you and your rear end. Mega pause, super pause, the boss pause. That is the boss pause of all pauses. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Look, let's just start over. If a dude that you thought was heterosexual,
Yes.
and you kissed at him and talked about his fatty, pause,
Pause.
and he came back, would you assume he was gay?
I would assume that.
Yes or no?
I would assume he was curious about
Oh,
getting
so-
in a.
So you're saying that Charlemagne?
Wait, did Charlemagne do that? I didn't see him do that.
He said he did it. That's why I heard
Maybe it
on
was
the-
joke. Charlemagne laughed.
No, it wasn't
He
joking.
jokes.
Okay, so that's not being real, and I thought you'd be the realist.
No, I am
Because he
real.
gay.
You're
You
a
thought he
gay
was going to
guy.
be real
I
because
am
he gay.
real. I laugh.
Listen,
I
you're
laugh
gay.
with. No,
you
listen.
can't tell me that you don't
I
be
laugh
like,
with
he's
Charlemagne every
Of
time.
course
I'm
y'all
on-
do.
Wait,
and
no,
y'all
wait.
probably be whispering and cut all kind of stuff that you can't do with another heterosexual man because he's gay. Okay, we can
Heterosexual
move on.
men definitely whisper
Not to other men.
when they're playing basketball. The NBA, I watch
See,
other
that's
niggas.
why I don't play basketball no more. I ain't doing all that.
Okay.
I ain't doing all
So
that.
look, so you okay? The reason why I bring up Daddy Yankees,
That nigga said, that's why I ain't playing basketball no more. I ain't doing all that shit. Dame Dash can't handle Jason Lee questions and walks off.
What the price was then and see what the price was now.
Yeah.
So that right now they're going through acquisition to sell their debt. They broke covenants. They don't have a choice anymore.
but you brought up Charlemagne a few times. Is it you guys fell out
It's
because
y'all
of the
you
revolt
remind me of
conversation?
him. That's why I brought it
But
up.
is it because you
'Cause
fell
you
out in
remind
the
me-
revolt
Because you
conversation?
remind me of him. We didn't fall out
Wait,
over
so
any.
you
What you mean fall out? We never had a relationship. Stop.
Well, I mean, you kept calling
You
him
know,
gay
he
in the
always
interview.
talks about me because he's always talking about me and my family and saying things in the devil's tongue. This is the reason why you think that there's a bad narrative because your best friend keeps whispering in your ear.
He's
that
your
there
best
is.
You
friend.
can't villainize my friendships because you think I talk. I know.
Bro, is this nigga on? Yo, did he spend all fucking interview poking the fun at poking at Jason Lee being gay?
Nobody controls
What I said
me.
is that's what you listen
Damn,
to.
nobody controls me.
What
I'm
sa-
asking you simple
I'm
questions.
trying to answer one, but you
You're
can't
not,
understand
but
it.
okay.
I'm speaking in boss. You're speaking in slave.
Boss.
I'm talking in.
First
I'm
of all,
talking in general. You're
pull-
talking in
You
soldier.
pulled up to my ship, so if there's a slave,
I
it's
did
you.
that. No.
Nobody's a fucking slave.
I was
Hold on,
working
Dave,
with you
Dave,
because
let's keep it 100.
I did it.
Bro, he's been calling this nigga gay in 30 different ways all fucking interview, but he draws the line at slave. He said, whoa, I suck and mean dick, but I ain't nobody's slave.
Because you're on
I get it.
Paramount.
You've had
I
Charlemagne
did
in
it
your
'cause
mouth
you're on
more than I
Paramount.
have.
I did
You've
it
had
'cause you're on
Charlemagne
Paramount.
in your mouth
You're
more than
upset.
any man he
He's
has.
upset, look.
So let's if you're going to
You're on
Charlemagne
Paramount.
in your mouth
You're
more than
upset.
any man he
He's
has.
upset, look.
So let's if
I
in
did it
your
'cause you're
mouth
on
more than I
Paramount.
have.
I did
You've
it
had
'cause you're on
Charlemagne
Paramount.
in your mouth
You're
more than
upset.
any man he
He's
has.
upset, look.
So let's if you're going to
He's
talk about
upset.
gay, I
He's
never had no
triggered.
man in my mouth the
He's
way that
acting
you have
just-
today.
He's acting
Got
just-
it. So now
he's acting just like
no, I'm
Charlemagne.
asking you a question. I'm not
Charlemagne-
afraid to ask
you're
questions.
cr-
I
yo,
think
you're
you're afraid to
crumbling on
answer
your
them.
own show.
I think you're afraid to answer them.
You're
I think I
crumbling
hit
on
a
your
sensitive
own
You just
show.
don't
subject.
understand.
I think I hit a sensitive
Because
subject.
you don't understand my what I'm saying, because you speak in devil.
No, because
I'm speaking in
I've
angel.
seen you talk to me
You're
this
talking
way.
in
I've
devil.
seen you talk
You're
to
listening
Charlemagne
to
this way.
devils. I listen to God.
But you ain't talk to Jay-Z that way.
Why would
Keep
I
that
want to?
energy
I
for the people that
Oh,
you got
now
shit.
you
beef
brought him
with.
up again.
Because you don't. You can attack the
Why do
gay
I-
guy.
I'm
You
not
can
in
attack
his
the gay
industry.
guy.
We're not in the
You
same
can attack the
industry.
gay guy.
I'm not
You can
attacking
attack
anybody.
Charlemagne, the radio guy. That's
now
fine.
you're now who's
I ain't
now
worried
who's
about that.
gaslighting now?
Okay, I am. So now,
No, all right.
so
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take a break, man. You seem
There's
a little
no break.
upset. Yeah, it is. Go take a break.
Oh man. That shit's funny as fuck. They raggedy as hell on this damn show.
Communicates is you have to figure. And by the way, I've had this epiphany. God doesn't give you direct messages. The way God communicates is you have to figure out life, right? Who else does that? Women.
Okay, yup.
Well, they say
That's called gossip.
Okay.
And they were on a gossip show.
So
Like,
brought up Daddy Yankee straight at the gates because you're a businessman.
No, because Nori's talking business. He's
Well,
gossiping.
Nori. Well, they say
That's called gossip.
Shout out
And
Nori,
they were on a
real
gossip
nigga.
show.
So-
I get it. So
so-
I'm addressing Nori's gossip, but go ahead.
What do you want to talk about today? You want me to ask the questions I want to ask, or do you want to tell me what to ask? Because this is the show that I the Jason Lee show is for me to ask the questions. So I'm
And I
asking you
answered the
questions.
question.
Okay, I'm not Charlamagne. I don't want to sit up here for an hour and argue.
Yeah.
I got other shit to do. You got other shit
Why
to
do you
do.
consider me arguing with you?
Well,
by telling you
because
how
this
I
is
feel?
not a debate. It's called an interview.
You
People
ask me
ask
a
questions. You
question.
answer questions. So
You
here's a
ask me a
question.
question and I
Okay,
answer.
why is Jay-Z evil?
You said that.
You did. You talked about the devil. You ain't talking about
I didn't
Daddy
say
Yankee.
Jay. Wait, time out. Time out. So I only know Jay-Z?
Well, what I was asking about
I know,
Daddy
and I asked
Yankee
you a
before
question
before you
based on your-
change
you just
before
said, why is Jay-Z evil? And I didn't
before-
say Jay-Z was
so
evil.
is the question?
So why would you assume
Are the
that?
questions I'm asking
Why would you
uncomfortable?
assume-
Let me
why
ask
would-
you: are the questions I'm asking uncomfortable?
Not at all.
So we can stop talking about Jay-Z. We can talk about Care Bears
I
and
don't
Fruit
care. If
Loops.
you don't-
What
see, the
makes you
thing
feel
is you don't like
comfortable?
my answers.
I want to ask you the
So
questions
do
that
you
make
want
you
me?
feel
You want to tell me
comfortable.
how to answer?
Nope. I'm gonna ask you.
Do you
straight
want to
up.
tell me how you want me to
Okay,
answer you?
How do you co-create Rock
No.
Nation and lose
I
it?
didn't.
They always say, like, you don't want to be seen going back and forth with a homosexual. Cause then it's just gonna look like you going at it with your boyfriend. Like, you and your boy, like, nigga, why is you on Jason Lee's show arguing with Jason Lee? Nigga, this should be the last nigga. This nigga claims that he created the whole pause, ayo thing. Nigga, why the fuck you on Jason Lee shit? This nigga a known homosexual. Why you on his shit? And it's funny as fuck what y'all going at it. What I knew it was gonna be funny. That's why I looked it the fuck up. Cause why the fuck would you go on his shit? Out of all niggas, you on his shit? Y'all funny as a bitch.
First of all, I never
You know he gonna
co-created
get
any
petty.
Rock Nation, and
Okay.
I walked away from Rockefeller.
was Rockefeller,
'cause
not
I
Rock
no
Nation.
longer thought that they could
Rockefeller, that's right.
Our moral fabric became different, and I had different aspirations of
Okay.
being a boss, not getting a check from people.
Got it.
So that was why I chose. I didn't lose anything. You got to get that. So if you look at
That's
the
why I'm asking the question.
see now you're not don't Charlamagne me.
Well, I'm trying to get. This is why I'm trying to get the question. This is why I want to say this. I really do
So
want
now
to.
you're turning the
No,
show.
I really.
And I know why.
I
Because
really,
he's gay too.
No,
Because he's gay
I'm
too.
definitely gay. I
you're
have no problems admitting sucking dick. Half the people
Oh
you
no,
work
I
with.
can't.
That's crazy as
No,
shit.
no, no, no.
Me and Charlamagne would be Golden Girls. If he was gay, I would live in a house with
Stop
Charlamagne.
acting like he's not.
All right, Dame is a legend. That was just a warm up. Hopefully, everybody watching at home is ready for the full entree. Pause. All right,
Pause.
Dame, the
Spicy
reason why I
ass
say Dame is
interview.
a legend, not that I care. I don't be listening to that. I mean, he's an artist and an icon now in his own right. But the
man.
reason I ask is because I see you as, like, again, one of the four founders of Rockefeller. I remember wearing
I
Rockaware.
constructed Rockefeller.
That's
I
the-
made Rockefeller. I walked away from Rockefeller.
Got it. But that's the thing I don't understand.
Why would I still want to be around a bunch of dudes that are dysfunctional and have high trauma, and I'm raising daughters? It just wasn't for my lifestyle anymore, and that's not what I wanted to do. What I did after Rockefeller was start another $100 million company that you don't talk about, which is Rachel Roy. I made that from scratch. Now, what you got to remember is when I started Rockefeller, I was a teenager. When I exited Rockefeller, pause.
Pause.
Now, you're a businessman.
That shit was
How hard
crazy.
is it to scale a company?
It's hard.
Pause. How hard is it to grow a
Pause.
company without an injection of money?
Very hard.
So,
Pause.
so you make your money when some white man or another company gives you a check.
Yep.
Right. When's the last time you heard of a white man giving me a check?
I haven't heard that.
Exactly. So all you've seen me do is scale and grow with my own money, and people call me broke for it, and you're a businessman.
Nah,
You
that's a
should know
fact.
better. You should respect it more. The question.
I feel like Dame Dash takes way too much shit. I don't feel like he takes way too much shit. I feel like he gets way too much shit. Because we want to tell every time somebody's starting a business, you always wants to tell people, oh, well, get a plan B, and they always give you the same script. Well, businesses don't always pan out. X amount of businesses fall out after year 1, year 3, blase. Most businesses fail. Well, most businesses fail, and a lot of these successful business people, The thing is, they have one business or two business or three businesses that worked out. And Dame Dash is literally like the embodiment of that. Dame Dash is somebody who refuses to work for somebody, who's gonna put up his own money and does whatever it takes to be his own boss, win, lose, or draw. And y'all want us to laugh at Dame Dash for taking losses and financial hits, but that's the reality of the business. You think Elon Musk doesn't take losses in business and take financial hits, and Jeff Bezos doesn't take losses and take financial hits? There's no businessman who every business that they've set up has won 100% the plan. Doesn't fucking exist. In business, nigga, you will lose. Scared money don't make money, and to make money, you gotta spend money. Dame Dash is willing to put up his own money to be his own boss and take the risk of humiliation, embarrassment, losing money, and being guilty in the court of public opinion of being a cornball. And he's doing it time after time after time after time, and y'all want us to clown him for being a businessman. The only reason why we even know Dame Dash is because, and he still has this level of notoriety, is because he's doing something that works. He's doing something that works. Like he said, after Rockefeller, he went on to do Rachel Roy, and that was another $100 million company. And so you hear about these Dame Dash movies that flop, or this TV show that didn't do good, or he's working for this network or whatever, and you just keep hearing about all the failures, and one just keep highlighting all the failures, but we're never talking about his wins. We're never talking about what he's doing to keep him relevant and to keep us even talking about him in the first place. Dame Dash is the living embodiment of perseverance and hard work, and anything's possible. Like, Dame Dash is, when your child fails, you want them to keep going. That's Dame Dash. When a business fails, he keeps going, because that's the nature of business. If you want to understand the true nature of business, you look at Dame Dash. Because although he does a movie here, a business here, something fails here, he just keeps going. That's what I'm saying. Y'all took way too much fucking shit about Dame Dash, and what? Because he came up with Jay-Z, and now Jay-Z a billionaire and he not? That don't mean you gotta disrespect him because a business failed. Nigga, nobody is 100% with businesses. So why the fuck is we disrespecting Dame Dash? That's fucking corny. Anybody who disrespects Dame Dash is corny. I don't give a fuck what you feel about, he's too old to play the pause game, he's too old for this, he's too old for that. Nah, bro. Every time this nigga fails, he rises right back up. And he keeps working hard. And like he said, he talks that boss talk, but he puts up for it. He's going to put his own money up. He's going to put the hours in. And he's going to do what he got to do. Like, that's corny, bro. If you don't like Dame Dash and you clown Dame Dash, you're a corny-ass nigga. And I bet you your life reflects Dame Dash. Only nigga who got the right to not like Dame Dash is Jay-Z. That's because, one, he more successful than Dame Dash, and two, he knows him personally. So if he has any reason to not like Dame Dash, it's on a personal level. All y'all other niggas is dick riding. Facts.
And to me is, how do you do it on your own for so long? How do you stay fresh, still live in houses, and still grow your company, and still pay all the bills? How do you scale?
Yeah,
and also beefing with everybody, and everybody scrutinizing because you got to think, when you make money without someone giving you a check, do you make an announcement? No, you buy more cameras.
Yeah. I don't take checks from a bunch of corporations, so I'm not
We're on
controlled
BET
by
right
anybody.
now. Exactly, but it's a license, right?
It's licensed.
Me and you both.
It's
Why
licensed.
do you think I'm here?
We're gonna get to that.
And think about
we're
how
gonna
much,
get to that. But Dan,
you see how difficult it is to get paid?
Let me ask you. But see, if this is the way a boardroom meeting at Rockefeller goes, why would somebody stay in business with you? You can't even talk to you.
Because we were the biggest rock. Because you don't need to talk. You need.
And new down the internet, he talks about, what is this?
I'm endorsing it.
It's not signing.
Signed Licky Sticky and said she was the next Aaliyah.
I didn't
That
sign
was a
her.
waste of time.
Stop it, see?
Well, you
Your
endorsed
verbiage
her.
is wrong.
You waste our time endorsing it.
It's not signing.
Well, why'd you endorse her? That was
question?
that was a violation of the
Can I answer the question?
See, you won't let me talk.
This nigga
I'm
hate
gonna let
being
you
cut
talk,
off.
but take Licky Sticky back, or Sticky Nicky. What the fuck's her name?
Fuck's that
What's
bitch
her
name?
It's Nicky Licky.
Nicky Licky
Nicky
gotta go
Licky?
quickie.
Why?
That shit sound
Because
dumb
she
as
ain't
fuck.
Aaliyah. You spoke.
Will you let me talk or no?
Yes.
So you're not just.
I think that's the white bitch Dame tried to sign that. He said that was the new She's like a new white lesbian Aaliyah or some dumb shit like that.
Don't talk for now. Just let me just say something, please.
Go.
So what I said was she reminds me of a little white, a lesbian Aaliyah. I never compared her music to her music. And you don't know Aaliyah. I did. So if Aaliyah was white, she probably would be, because white people are a little darker. Aaliyah wasn't dark. Nicolette's a little dark. Aaliyah was not a lesbian. Nicolette is a lesbian.
I bet you knew that firsthand.
And then they have humor that are almost very similar. And then she has movements that I know that you don't, that remind me.
That sounds fucking crazy. But he was
It's such a racist and putting someone in a box kind of a thing. I could say what the fuck I want about Aaliyah. That was my girl. Y'all didn't know Aaliyah like that. How the fuck y'all gonna tell me how to celebrate Aaliyah? Every person and every woman that's around me, if I don't see an element of Aaliyah, I don't fuck with her. So every single girl around me, I'm gonna compare it to Aaliyah. Don't tell me how to give Aaliyah her props. You don't know my connection with Aaliyah or how we talk today, but I celebrate and worship Aaliyah and celebrate our love every day and every.
Bro, this nigga passionate as fuck about Aaliyah. That's where him and Hove really fell out. That's what niggas not talking about. That's when him and Hove really fell out when Hove, he found out Hove hit that. The niggas tender as a bitch. This nigga, Aaliyah been dead forever. This motherfucker, you not gonna tell me how to celebrate Aaliyah. All right, old ass nigga, damn, nigga. Niggas beefing over the 16-year-old.
Every woman around me loves that about me. If I don't see Aaliyah in a girl, I don't fuck with that girl.
That's a crazy ass statement, champ. She was like 15 when you was boning. The fuck are you talking about?
So don't tell me what to say about Aaliyah. How dare you say some shit like that? It's offensive to the queen. Every time I say her name, it's worship toward her. Fuck you mean? And I don't sign artists. I do partnerships with them. I don't own anybody. I never signed Jay-Z. So don't tell me you don't understand certain business verbiage and you judge it, and that's the devil talking, because it then becomes not the truth, and it becomes other people's truth, and it's not real. You have to understand the business before you talk about it. You have to understand the person before you talk about it. You tell a man that's mourning over a woman he loves what to say about her, who he could compare it to. You don't know her. You didn't know her. None of y'all knew her.
Damn,
what y'all talking about?
So I didn't know her the way that you did.
You didn't know her at all.
But I met her a couple
that
times.
That means you met her.
Hold on.
You didn't
I
know
met her
her
a couple times.
This nigga take your shit.
You didn't know her.
This isn't a competition.
You didn't know her.
Oh, no, I didn't. But
so
I
then
know
don't tell me what.
Licky
Then you
is
don't.
not,
and I didn't say she was. So stop saying it. Move on.
But don't you think
move
referencing
on? I
her?
already. I
don't
just
you
told.
think referencing
Don't tell
her
me.
in
I
that
just
way
told you
was
how I felt
disrespectful?
about that. No.
So you thought it wasn't?
I think it's disrespectful for you to tell Aaliyah's man when she died how to fucking mourn her. That's disrespectful. Now go ask your heterosexual therapist, and he tells you something different. Go get a gay one.
I don't want a gay therapist.
What the fuck do you find a gay
Now you're
was
right.
crazy.
You know what? Earlier you said something. I didn't know Aaliyah, but she was the most beautiful. I only met her twice.
Yes.
She was the most beautiful girl, nice. She smelled good. All I remember is how positive she was. I met her the first time in San Jose when she was watching MC Light. She was on the side of the stage like a fan watching Light, and it was like she was just so nice and sweet. Every time, I only met her twice.
So let me ask you a question. Why you think she was in love with me and I was in love with her?
The reason
I must be an angel.
I'm not gonna go there.
Well, angels only love. She's not gonna love a devil.
I will say I did love your love story because of how protective you were when you're with her and when she died. Because I do feel like, you know, there's moments in life where we all remember.
I was in love, bro. My heart was broken.
Yeah.
My heart's still broken. You never lost, like that. That was. I was never prepared to be. I fell in love with her by accident. And
nigga, she was fucking you, R. Kelly, and Jay-Z, and now you the only nigga sitting here years later crying, I was in love with her. Nigga, you tender as shit. The fuck on.
It was a feeling I never knew could exist, and it got taken from me.
How did you two even connect? Because you're very different.
It was because of.
Were you were always like this? Like on like energy like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
And you're from Harlem?
Because she, honestly, so many people have portrayed themselves as real. And when she got with one, she just, a lot of people abused her. You know, that's another thing. I'm like, man, she was a kid. Mm-hmm. And she...
He admits it. Nigga, she was a kid. And you tender over that shit. Man, shut your ass up.
It was the shit that
she was a woman when she was with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But she was a kid when they fucking destroyed her. And a grown man was, doing all type of foul shit as a child. For me, when I hear about that type of shit with other people, because it hits hard, I saw what it did to somebody, and when she finally got happy, she died. Like, no one's prepared for that shit. But, like, it's not like a girl that I used to fuck with. This was like, this probably
I mean, y'all were, we saw y'all as like on the way to getting married.
We were.
Yeah.
Like, it only because of our, like, we didn't want to love each other that much. We just loved each other so much because we were so on the same sheet of paper. And, again, what happened was, there was a photo shoot. This is how it really happened. There was this photo shoot in the Vibe. It was the It Girls. So it was Natani, Kadada, Bijou Phillips, and Aaliyah. And they were like the It Girls. Y'all weren't around. Y'all wasn't outside, but that crew was running shit. And there was a photo shoot. So Natani was like my best friend. Like, I always had girls as best friends. And she was the model that was killing it because her mother does all the shows. So she always had a spot. But she was the hot chick in the city. Like, she would throw parties with Giselle. Natani ran shit. So I went with Natani, and Aaliyah was there, and Kadada was there, and Bijou was there. And I have the pictures. I had this red shirt on because I had the first tennis chain. I was the first one. So I had the tennis chain on, had the red Nikes, high top boy, and we talked all day. But what we started to talk about is this book. Kadada induced this book, The Seed of the Soul.
Bro, I'm not about to listen to this nigga talk about Aaliyah for fucking 17 minutes, bro. Fucking listen to this nigga Dame Dash. Yo, I was in love with the 17-year-old. Yeah, bro. Fuck you, bro. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not doing it, bro. Bro, this nigga Dame Dash gotta get it together, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Being fucking 60 years old and still crying over some 17-year-old pussy is kind of crazy, bro. She was fucking you, Kels, and Hove, bro. You the only nigga crying over the toss around. Years later. Hove been dead for 30 years, bro. Get that shit the fuck up, bro. It's a done deal, bro. Fucks up with bro. But Tinder and shit. But yeah, man, I'm in that shit right here, man. What's today? What's today? Today's Saturday. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go live again on Monday, but it's gonna be videos on my YouTube at lowkey2code on YouTube. It's gonna be videos for tonight after the stream, which is give me about a half hour, and this is gonna be videos tomorrow, and then like I said, at lowkeycgb on Instagram. It's gonna be videos on my YouTube tomorrow, and at lowkeycgb on TikTok. Y'all fuck with me, I fuck with y'all, and yeah, I'm out.